TimberBorn. It's actually been nearly a week since I've played this. I know. Last time we got bots going, I think that was last time, we had a bunch of issues with flooding down here, including the bots flooding. And we finished building our storage area, which is this jobby. And I do have a plan. I think, yeah, we've built the full level. I think eventually I'm going to build on top of this. We may go higher with the storage. I may put some tanks on here as well, or we might put some production buildings on top. I'm not sure. We'll see. And probably I'll end up expanding it as well to fill this area up, because we do kind of need it to be quite efficient with what we do. And we have 7 days of bad tide left. Yeah, we have 7 days of bad tides. We have 10 buildings that don't have that's fine. Not worried about that at all. I'm actually contemplating getting rid of these water pumps, because we have our huge amount of water pumps here. We're going to double that number in here, which is going to need a bit of fettling. I guess that's the right word. And actually what we're going to need to do is put a row of platforms along here, because we're going to need to put a path where the bad water is flowing. So we could put that in as well, I think, at this point. So it's going to run along here, and actually it only needs to be triple platforms because this is not as deep. This staircase can go. We are going to need to fill in this gap. Actually, we may not be able to fit quite as many in. I'm not entirely sure we need floodgates here, to be perfectly honest with you, but we'll leave them for now. I guess because that's solid. Yeah, put platforms there. So that's all the platforms that we need. We just need to put all of the pumps in then. And that will be that. Right. The other thing that I did is I put this in. So I ended up deleting some of these blocks because we were getting kind of back flooding into here, which was causing a bit of a problem. And so we did this kind of ugly thing as well. And do we need... We don't really. I mean, it might be worth joining that path up. It's probably horrendously inefficient, but that gives them a way all the way around there. But what I'm thinking is maybe we delete a bunch of these and just put a bridge in. And as I say, they start using it. So yeah, obviously it's worth having, but I'm sorry, beavers. We would need to leave that one so that we can put the bridge on there, and we would delete that. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So we can do a 3 and a 3, and we can have a nice bridge across there. It's slightly asymmetrical, I know, but we do need to do it that way, and that'll be better. That will be better. Did I automate any of these? I did, so that's all sorted. That is going to work, although we probably want to set it to like 1.5. Yeah, that's probably more sensible. We don't just want bad tide instantly flooding backwards. So the other, apparently I opened this at the wrong time, which is, you know, highly possible for me. I do that kind of thing sometimes. But yeah, what we have here, so we have 3 in the middle that are set to 1/2. So if the water's above 1/2, it'll just flow through those. And then these are set to 1, and then with these it'll be like 1.6. So if we get a really strong flow that doesn't fit through here, it'll kind of be held back here a bit, and I'm hoping that that will smooth things out. that's kind of the theory. We'll test it as we go through, and if that doesn't work, so I had the suggestion to move this. I really don't want to move this, and I really don't want to move the robot production. We would have to. The problem is that if we raise the height of this, we push the problem down here. So basically, everything that's at this level, we would have to delete, which I don't want to do, basically. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I don't want to do it. So what I might end up doing, if we still have problems, is creating a holding pool here, maybe. Yeah, making this deeper so that if there's a surge, we can control it with this. That's my hope. That's my hope. And we're playing on triple speed, so we will see when we get there. Yeah. And we could try and link this in to the pumps, but I don't think that's going to be easy. So yeah, we really need to do this. I was watching Stormhaven Gaming, who's also playing on this map, and he's having some small levels of flood issues as well. Yeah, so that's kind of where we are. How we do it. Got 19 spare bots at the moment, which I think is why I've got bot production paused. But I mean, it kind of makes sense that we just get everything running, nice, you know, and boticize all of the industry. So we should probably do that in the jobs menu. That makes more sense, doesn't it? So all the builders' huts are more bots. The breweries are now or bad water pumps. We don't need to convert those, I don't think. I think we've got enough bad water coming in. Deep water pumps I'm not going to convert yet. We might at some point. But dirt excavator, that makes sense that that's bots. I think we have pumping over there now. The efficient mine, we should make bots. Farming would be a good one to swap at some point. All of the fermenters are bots. All of the food factories are bots. Gear workshops are all bots. Grease factories are all bots. Lumber mills, inventors can't be. Lumberjacks, oil presses are. Smelters are now all bots. And the wood workshops are all bots. Okay, so where does that leave us? We have now 2 spare bots. So do I have not built a path there. Let's put a path there so they can actually access those chargers. Because that would be kind of useful, because we do have some bots around that are lacking charge. Yep, we definitely do. And then if I head over to our mine. Now, we don't really... We're short of gears, but also we don't really have any access to charging nearby. Now, we could deal with that by putting chargers over here. We have plenty of power, so I'm not sure of the best way to access that power is the thing. And put them in a place that's sensible. And maybe the sensible thing, I mean sensible in kind of the least sensible way, is... Oh, I know how we could get power down there. That would work. That would work. Sorry for the awful accent. That would be that we try and get power down into the water system. How would we do that? How could we do that? Can we bypass that corner? I guess we can't easily unless we move those. Do we need those there? Not really. So let's remove them. let's swap this for a ladder. And put the path there. And let's high prioritize building the ladder because they've probably got 1,000,001 things to do. We did want log storage there, but we can work that. We can work that. We don't need those bits of path. We won't need that piece of path. We won't need that. What that's going to allow us to do is put a corner piece there. You need something to stand the high power piece on, and actually there was a change that I was thinking of making to this, but now we won't. Now we won't. We can go power shaft. Probably we want to delete that because we want to get this power down to ground level, really, so we don't have to rebuild a whole ton of stuff. So let's do that, and we can build on top of that one. And that gets us down to ground level, I think. And we need to put a path piece there. So there we go. And then we can run power all the way. I do, there we go. So power, straight power shaft. Oh, that's annoying. Let me put that in the way. But that's okay. We can get around that. And that's the benefit of taking it all the way to floor level, is we can get around it. And then we need to think about how we're going to bring it up. And I kind of think that maybe what we do, is there anything on? There's nothing on there. So what we can do is go like that, and then do a high power shaft. We might lose a little bit of planting space here, but I think it will be worth it because it means that we can make use of bots to do some other jobs as well. So we need to clear that, and we'll explosive that out. Let's clear that one as well. Let's put some explosives there, and that's all being built nice and quickly, which is kind of cool. Our gravity battery is built, so let's put the next one in. Just want the path, please. Power, because this is going to help as well with the fact that we're going to be adding a power demand onto here. So let's high prioritize that, please. Come finish it, and I think we can go back to being able to see everything now. We might need to move that farmhouse. Actually, we might not need that farmhouse. We might be okay without it. So, come on, someone come finish this, please. And then I need to work out where we're actually going to. Kind of like to put the chargers along here. We might move those because I don't think that will be a problem. So let's do power, my power shaft, and we are up at ground level. So yeah, I think if we move these, so storage, small tank, small warehouse, coffee, that's canola oil, that's coffee, set to obtain, and in there we have eggplant rations. Set to obtain, and we will empty those. And let's high prioritize building these. So I'm well into the Christmas break now, which is why there haven't been videos for a few days, and we're kind of going to be in a bit of a period of videos being a little bit patchy. So yep, that's how it's going to be, I'm afraid. So yeah, I'm not afraid. It's my Christmas break. So yeah, well, I love playing this game. I have really missed playing this game. So anyway, are we out of gears? We are. So we need to really work on. I think we need another area for doing, gears and stuff. We are very low on logs as well, so we need to sort that out. Let's get this job finished, and we will then attempt to sort that. So what we're going to do is a angled power jobby, and then just bung in a bunch chargers. And that's going to be useful for a whole load of things. And then over here, we also want a small tank. Put a couple of small tanks actually for grease. We'll set those to obtain. And I guess if we're going to be having bots working in that, we probably want to increase their efficiency. So let's do that as well. So we lost a couple of little bits of planting, which is fine. Yeah, what I was thinking of doing in here is making it so the channel is only 1 deep and running this shallower so that and moving this so it's down here somewhere. And so it fills the whole thing up and then lets it dry a bit. But, we're doing fine for water. We're at the end of the bad tide and this thing is almost full. So I think what we're going to do actually is I think we need some overflow in here because we are going to pump past the point that this is full. The alternative is that I just stop some of these working. And at the moment they're set on advanced. I think we could probably get away with maybe 2 of them running in the future. So maybe we just have these as an emergency capacity. I don't know. It would be really nice to be able to link these up to multiple stream gauges. So we could have one this side so it checks there's water, and one in here that sees if the water level is really low. But we can't do that. So I think I am going to detach those from the stream gauge and leave them paused when we get out the drought period. But I also want to put in another overflow, because if it overflows into here it might not be brilliant, because we could end up with flooding down here, possibly. Unlikely, but we could. So where are we missing a power connection? So let's drill down again. No, that's work days. We don't want to reduce their work days that much. We're going to go to 16 hours. I'm not sure what I had it on before. So, there's your problem. We have too big a drop there. So let's go back up. And we need to delete you. And we need to put in a high power shaft, I believe. And I think that will solve the problem. I didn't actually need to delete that, I don't think. But hey, it doesn't need to be there really. So that should solve the problem and mean that our bots over here can charge. So let's high prioritize. If I can select the darn thing, there we go. It's high prioritize. We have high prioritized building that. Yay me. Well done. Right, so food is good. Food is good. Bad tide has ended. So let's just head over here and check that things behave as they should. So once the contamination has dropped, we should be okay. So I'm going to push this one up a bit so that the water goes that way and flushes things. So that makes more sense to me. There we go. Okay. And this is at 5%. Come on. Let's go all the way up there. And there we go. We are... I think we're okay. So let's up to 2.5, because these should all be at 2.5 now. I'm actually going to leave that one at 3 because I want more water to go into here. These we have set up to work off of depth, but I say I'm very tempted to just delete a bunch of them. Or I guess we could delete the stream gauge attachment for now and leave them paused. That might be a better option just in case we do need them, but basically I don't think we need all of these active. These were kind of a knee-jerk reaction to a problem that we don't really have now, I don't think. So, right, let's delete you. We're going to put in a couple of dam pieces here, so that will kind of automate the flood management of that. There we go, and we can put in our last gravity battery here. Battery, there we go, and that'll be that sorted. These are now powered, which is brilliant. So it's cool. Do we not have smart power running? Yeah, we do have smart power running. That's okay. So when there's no bots in the chargers, they won't use power, so that's fine. Right, wood. Well, the first thing we want to do is plant some oak trees in this gap that we cleared to plant oak trees. What are you missing? You're missing berries, so we need to plant more berries as well. Right, so this is canola seeds, and we have loads of those. So I am going to clear this off. You can join that piece of path up because that seems like it might be efficient. And I'm actually going to delete all of that, get all of those canola seeds ripped out so that we can get some berries planted in here. And then we need to build another forest because what we have at the moment is not doing the business. So, and we could, and we probably should, throw in some access up to some of this area and expand our forest this way. That would be sensible. We're up to 46 well-being. Nice. I think that's sensible. Let's just check all of our systems. I think we are good. How deep is this getting? So that's at 2.4. So I don't think... I think that we should push this up 3. So that all of the water is going through places we need it. Because that would be sensible. And as of yet, it's not got to the point where it's doing anything useful here. Which is fine. We do need to open this jobby up, I think. Or is it open? Is that filling? It is not. So let's do that. Get you filling up, hopefully. The water coming through there. Yes, cool. That full. I actually think we do want to drop this down to 2.5 to get more water coming through here. Because at the moment we haven't got water to this, and we are 2 days in. I mean, that does mean that our water levels down here are all good. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. Not got any worries about flooding at the moment. So, I like that. It does also mean that our power delivery is a little bit on the low side because these have dropped early. So I mean, we could maybe set those to half and see if that helps. We'd push more of the water that way, and then if we get a lot, we'll probably be screwed and I'll make mistakes. But hey, that's fine. Making mistakes is okay. It's a game. It's about having fun. So yeah, and I don't aim to play perfectly. I just enjoy playing this game. I don't think I'm that great at it, you know. I just have fun. So we're gonna start putting in our deep water pumps. So this will get us to being able to pump enough water that we can then, I think, support our target beaver population, which is over 500 beavers. We are at 283 at the moment, and by support I mean we will be able to pump enough water during the wet season that we have water stored for the wet season. I know. We're going to put that across there so that we can link those guys up there, and then we will delete the path along here. Please tell me that's just got path. It has. Awesome. Right, so let's delete those and delete those, and then we can build the other water pumps. So these ones are going to go in like this. I will do the hooking up to the stream gauge off camera because it's pretty darn tedious and it did take quite a while. And yeah, I think that is a pretty good amount of water pumping age. Yep. Right, so forest. This would be a good area probably. I think this would be a good area. We have a drought approaching, but that's fine because we have water here. So we could pump water out to do irrigation. So what I think we want to do, I think I was going to put number crunchers up here. But I think what I'm actually going to do is bung in a couple of ladders. And there we go. And I know we're worrying about wood, but beech trees are not a good source of wood. So, but we're only going to select the larger ones because the small ones we can just go over with dynamite. And that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to drop this down to be this level. That's the plan. We might need to put some irrigation barriers for when we get a bad tide. But then we will turn this all into an oak forest. So I think that will work. Yeah, we need to mark these for cutting. And I wonder if I should demolish this piece. Why aren't you planting, buddy? Because you can't reach that bit. Okay, that's pretty bad. So I think what we want to do is I am going to delete that. We're going to do water there. Still don't remember what I was going to put in that area that I cleared. Set to obtain. We're going to high prioritize the build of that. We are going to demolish that tree. We are going to plant a couple of oak trees there and make sure they are set for cutting, which is good. We're going to delete that. And we are going to put a forester there. And does he cover? It does not cover the whole area, so we do need both of them because that one covers. No, you cover the area down there, so we could then get rid of that one. Yeah, we do that. We could also plant a few more trees in here. Let's make sure that they are set to be cut. So that's good. And then we can put a path around here. There we go. So that's high priority. That needs to be high priority. We are very short of logs, but this whole space needs to be planted. And actually now he can do it all. Okay, I guess just because I had things blocked was the issue. So that's okay. In that case, I think we should put a couple of our lumberjack flags on here. And we can recover some of the squares that we lost. There we go. Cool. So that should fix that. And in fact, it does fix that, which is brilliant. So cool. These guys are hopefully going to sort this. So I'm going to let them work on doing that for a bit. And I need to think about other areas that we can grow trees. Now, I know there's water here, but as soon as the drought comes, there won't be. So, and I think it probably makes sense to prioritize that. I don't think we need the mine running. But I'm going to pause that. I'm going to... Where do I want to send the bots that we freed up? Do I put them into farming? And we've got all the supplies over here for bots to be doing stuff. So yeah, let's throw a couple into some farms. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. And yeah. All right, let's get all of these cut down. Do any of our foresters now plant trees? I know I should probably be planting more efficient trees, but I kind of enjoy having a pine forest. So, you know what? That's what I'm doing. So, oh, and it's happened. It's happened. Have the flooding. We had the flooding, so this didn't quite work. So, let's constrict it a little bit more. And this will pretty quickly pump this out. You know, it's already basically done, so that's okay. Let's just watch this and if we should nudge one of those up. And so you're at 1. And these are both at 1/2. And that's not working. So, right. Because basically we want to hold liquid back. Let's make that one. Closed. Closed. I'm trying to just reduce the flow through this. Okay, so we've got a couple of unwell beavers. It's okay, we've got contamination protection. We'll be fine. What's kind of amusing is that no water yet has made it out of this. Obviously, it is making it around here, so maybe out and this is full again. So I think what we do is we do that. Set that then to 2.5. And I am actually going to put this up, although I said they were kind of useless. So 1.5. what that will do is reduce the amount of water coming through here, which will reduce the amount of water coming through here, which will ultimately reduce the amount of water coming through here. Let's put bot production back on because we can do with some more. And we'll see if that helps. I know I'm doing so badly at fixing this. I know. You know, it is starting to feel like I really need to bite the bullet on fixing it. But I'm kind of hoping that this strategy might work. And yeah. And I think we've significantly reduced the amount of we've stopped the amount of water coming in here now. So that's fine, you know. But you can't get some of those, can you? Let's put a little bit of path in. A little bit of path and set you to be deleted. Right. So I guess we need to think about, do we? And I wonder whether, if because I had these set at half and that was causing us the problem upstream. I am not sure. I am not sure. So I'm kind of curious what people think with this. Do we just need to accept that all of this needs changing? And what I need to be doing is moving the stuff I have over the river somewhere else and putting in some proper flood defenses for the bots storage. I've only got 2 unwell beavers out of that. We do have 17 homeless beavers, which is not great. So I want, can we get another layer of storage on top of here? Not storage, accommodation. So let's have a look, shall we? We've already built the ladders up there, so I guess we need to delete all of that and that and all of those and the path and that and all of that and yes, I know I'm not addressing my wood issue. No laughing at the back. Housing helps if you build them. I'm sure I did that last time, didn't I? There we go. 1, 2, 3. And then what we could do, rather than extending our somewhat ridiculous staircase, which has been growing somewhat ridiculously, do that. And that means we can keep our beaver statue and do housing. There we go. So that will give us a lot more housing capacity. We can then go up there and up there, and we can do what we did before. We can do it on both sides this time. So, being patches. Leave a gap because we're going to put a brazier in here. There we go, and then we're going to do that. I'll do that, and that. There we go. Lovely. Lots of housing. Cool. We still actually have one homeless, but you should be, as you, because you're stuck. You'll be okay once they've rescued you. Clearly you were a little bit dumb. So, speaking of dumb, that's all sorted now. We're in a 26-day drought. Wow. Right, let's just have a bit of a stock check. Am I going to be able to pause you? No, you're not. That's okay. I'm going to let those go. We have 26 days. We have 286, 285, 286 beavers. So 286 times 2. I don't know my 572 times table either, times 26. So we need about 1,500 water to keep the beavers hydrated, plus our irrigation needs. We're sat at 1,900. And there is hopefully still, yeah, there is still water in here. So not much, but you know, the army of pumping beavers will pump that out. We can work on building our new forest. So I'm going to knock this down one level at a time, which is maybe a little bit inefficient, but much easier for access to things. So that's the plan. We are good for scrap metal still. That's nice and full. Still going. Okay. Okay. This is all okay. We still need more berries. It's going to be hitting our population, I guess, at some point. But we are actually still a fair way off from having more berries. You know, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We've got plenty of beavers. We've actually got plenty of bots now, so they can always help recover the situation. Right. Let's go over here. Cut trees. Cut trees. And yeah, that forester can get most of that. Certainly tidy up the trees that have grown there. So let's do that. Some of that. And what do we have up here in the way of being able to plant stuff? Not a lot. I mean, I guess what I want to do is stick in a lumberjack flag, mark it all to be cut, and clear out all of the deadwood. And then I think I'll add in a forester, and we probably need another staircase up to that level. Do that. Let's high prioritize building that, please, and just make sure I did a really bad job of marking all of that, didn't I? There we go. We'll get all of that cleared, and then we'll try and get it replanted, because I'm guessing that, yeah. But I'm also hoping that if we put in a forester that can cover most of this area, we can get all of this planted with pine trees, and that will probably help. That hasn't helped because bad water. But hey, we've not got any flooding. So yeah, I am thinking that we need to solve this problem. And I guess that means that we need to move 3 engines. Do we need those 3 engines? It appears like we do. Although they are offline at the moment. So So we need to put some more engines in. And we need to move all the well-being stuff, some of which does need power. And still be close to accommodation is the slight issue. But we could just raise it up. That's an alternative. We could just raise it up. There's a song in that. I think maybe next time, and I'm not sure when the next video is going to be, we do that. So we terraform along here so that there's a seawall here, and we just jack all this stuff up. Yeah, and that's not going to be that difficult. They'll lose some well-being for a while. But I think we can do that. I think that's probably the easier way. We could either build a flood defense along here and keep this stuff so it's below the height of the river, or we move it. And we'd have to move all of it because we could just build a flood defense. So yeah, that is definitely an option. But my brain is quite tired today, so I don't fancy trying to tackle that. So instead, we're going to tackle blowing stuff up, because explosions in video games can be fun, or anyone gets all excited. Here we go. And then, yeah, we'll detonate. Knock all of this down. Put in a... and I'm guessing... Pause. Let's measure this. I wish there was a tool for measuring things. Be as a mod for it. We go from there. So 10. Start after it. 20. Yeah, it's just over 30 long. So actually, I think if we put in a 3x3 in the middle, we'll probably irrigate most of this in one hit. And I think I'll just put a water pump up here and a water dump. Not that we need, actually, we've got water here. We just use a water dump. Right, let's pause all of you and free up some labor. Well, I'll automate all of these off camera because it did take me quite a while to do. So there we go. And I'll go hopefully find gainful employment somewhere. We probably could do with building a bunch more builders' huts and hauling posts at this point. And, well, actually, we could do with expanding some of the industry, but that will probably use more bots than anything else. So, actually, is it sensible if we do make this so that we lift everything up, put that flood defense in, that we build over more of this? I think that is sensible, you know. I really do. So, you're not accessible because you're a single square, but we could liberate you with a bit of terraforming. So let's do that. Want a few more random pine trees in here. That's good. I think we maybe need to put some irrigation barriers along this as well. Keep that safe from the bad tide. And that feels like a really good big project, you know. Get all that industry lifted up, get the flood defense in. I think we want to get this forest growing first. So, and we will explosion sounds. So, right, let's delete that. I don't know if we're going to get this finished today. I'm just keeping an eye on the time, and I think maybe we won't. So, yeah, let's start to fill this with explosives. Yeah, but with the Christmas break, I've really not had much chance to play this. After I finished work, I had a bunch of stuff to do around the house. I've been away with my dad for a couple of days. Yeah. Spending time with the family, which is, you know, kind of what having time off is about, rather than spending time with strangers on the internet. They can still reach that, yeah. They're still slowly stripping that out. But I'm not sure why these are just staying full. Maybe we need to tick the magic button so that haulers help with that. Because once this is cleared off, we can do something with this area. I had an idea for something that I wanted to do. I think at the moment, probably it would be sensible to stick in to, if we do 3 more hauling posts, and that will leave us 16-ish beavers. So 1, 2, 3 more builders' huts, I guess. And jack those up, drop them to minimum priority, because we're going to have, because of the way I'm trying to do the water, where we kind of maximize our pumping during wet seasons and then just have it ticking over during the dry seasons or bad tides. That yeah, so we've just got these running during the bad tide, but yeah, the water's still going up, so they're pumping enough. Yeah, this is full. This is all working just fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Hopefully they can get these built pretty quick, because that will speed up everything else. And it takes time to build them, but once they're built, they'll go quicker. Yeah, and we're only going to get more and more beavers, because the goal is to get to 500. And I don't know. I don't think the goal is going to be 60 well-being. I think we'll go with good well-being rather than 60. I just want a colony that's surviving with that many beavers. You know, at the moment we are up at 12,000 food. We've got 11,000 food products. So, I mean, our kohlrabies and our mangroves aren't keeping up. I think it would be kind of hard to grow enough mangroves on a map like this. You might disagree. You might disagree, and that would be fine. So if we were to put in a forester, we need him to be on a path, or them to be on a path. So maybe like there. And then I think we can, yeah, we can pretty much plant all of this. And I guess if I put, I'm going to have to run a path along there if I do that. Let's just do that, I think. Plant pine trees. And again, I know some of you might be typing away on the keyboard that I should be planting oak trees, because oak trees are more efficient for time and space. But, and I see it sometimes, people commenting on other people's videos for games like this. Trying to just, you know, I'm having fun. And sometimes fun doesn't have to be optimal, you know? Sometimes fun can just be about playing the game the way you want to play it, doing something different. You know, it's been, I know that this is not the most efficient way to do irrigation. There's a little bit of backwater in there. That's kind of weird. I know this is not the most efficient way. It's fun. It's interesting, you know? And that's why I did it, because I enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't care that pine trees are not the best trees to plant over here. I think it looks cool. You know? I mean, I think having the ruins there looks kind of cool, but they're eventually going to go. We're going to rip all of those out. And yeah, we do need to put irrigation barriers along here, I guess. Get to that. we will get to that. What we really need is berries at the moment. We need our new berry patch to kick in to keep the breeding pods going. They're all almost all in. That's all in. So let's delete that. That should be okay. They should still be able to reach all of that. Yep. There we go. So, and then yeah, I need to work out roughly where the middle of this is, and we'll throw in a watering hole. It'll be good. That did seal up automatically, so we're getting pretty close on closing this one down. That's good. Our scrap metal is still staying roughly where it was, which is fine. So we don't need. It's fine. So we don't need the mine. You know, I'm a poet, and I didn't know. We are going to detonate this bit as well. This is kind of wasted land, isn't it? So do that, and we need some double dynamite by the looks of it. Landscaping with explosives, the best way to landscape. Yeah, that is set to pick up. Cool. And we're just about keeping up with our wood, but it would be nice to have a stockpile rather than just enough, because I don't think we're building much that needs wood, so it's really just our industry that's using it all. And we've got I unpaused them, but we probably don't need them unpaused. We've got 700 metal, so we probably don't need those running. We need planks and gears going at the moment. We've got 2,000 dynamite, so we probably need that running, even though it's not using anything that would be affecting that. But hey, we're actually quite low on bad water, which is kind of interesting. That's okay. So I wonder whether we should water size these. And there's power just here. We could set this to be grease, set to obtain. So let's do that. Let's up our bad water pumping by getting bots on the job. Yeah. So delete that piece of path. Ooh, right, that didn't take long. And yeah, you can plant those. So oak trees. Cut. There you go. And I'm guessing there you can plant in there. So we need to plant more eggplants. We've got over 2,000 eggplants. What crops are we short of? Soybeans, really. So maybe we swap more of the eggplant farm to be soybeans. So let's clear that off. Those, can they actually reach? No, because I was a bit dumb. Let's delete that, and then they should be able to get around there. Yeah. Do that. They've got food over here, so that's okay. And yeah, if we plant eggplant, we'll put a few eggplants in there, and then we'll swap these over to be soybeans. And hopefully that will help with our food. So 2 more sticks of explosives to place. Okay. Yeah, power's sort of doing okay. So, oh, cool. Our trees are going in, which is brilliant. And our forester can cover most of it. So maybe we need one more. A lumberjack, sorry, I need one more lumberjack flag up there. Okay. Come on. Someone come build those, please. Yeah, I want to do something over here. Something. But we might not be able to. We might need the space rather than doing something indulgent, which was what the plan was. Right, here they come. Here they come to place the dynamite. I was going to say save the day. Name the kids' TV show from my youth. Oh, we should have built another grav battery there, but we can't now because we were silly. Right, boom. Oh, lovely. So, if we want to get rid of that tree, we have to do something a bit dumb. What we need to do is come over to it, blow that up, put a staircase, get down to it, terraform it. And no, we are going to terraform these bits. And then we need to measure this. So, pause. And I'm going to stop 10, 20. So actually it doesn't matter too much. So if we did something there, the longest bits, 10, 20, 30, 2, 3. So we want 10, that's 16. 1, 2. So that's about the middle. Look at that. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it's about the middle. Right. Let's delete those and delete that. Delete those. And delete those. And around that, we will go like that. A swarm of beavers. Detonate. Stairs. Yeah, probably we want to do that so they can get to there. It's kind of nice not having to worry about water. It is kind of nice not worrying about water. I really think I should just delete all of these as well. Then we can build over this with platforms. I think would be eminently sensible. Prioritize that. Let's prioritize those. We're going to be doing forestry up here, aren't we? Yeah. And then next time we're gonna tackle this flooding next time. So going to be a bit of a job, but hey, it will be worth it. Yeah, this is going to be an oak forest, by the way. Just in case any of you were thinking that. I'm going to stick with my pine trees. Oh, I wonder if that's my family coming. Right. I'm going to say thank you for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. And I will see you next time.